What's going on, everybody? This is Variety here, and this is my full review for the Kyocera Hydro Wave. So let's gonna find out. As usual, guys, when I start my review about any phone, we have a look on the phone by itself. As you guys can see, we have phone camera right here, which is 2 megapixels, something very good for this device. A speaker also located in the top. This is the company logo, Kyocera, and this shows here something that's a Qualcomm, which is the chipset. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but we just need a little bit of focus. Anyways, we're gonna look also on the back. It's from the sides. It's like a textures here. It feels good in the hand. It's not that high premium phone, but at least better than the other ones that really looks cheap. You have 5 megapixel camera, you get a flash. As you guys can see, this is the speaker of the phone. Fingertip easily can be printed on the back, so any dirts or anything like that, as you guys can see, is gonna be easy like be printed on the back. And also you have the volume records on this side, and the other side there is nothing here, as you guys can see. And this is actually the power point and the audio jack, which is also this phone. This is the mini USB cable, and this has a removable back, as you guys can see. But also this section is covered where you can put the SIM card, which is this come with nano SIM card, and also you can add up to 32 gigs of the external storage SD card actually. And the battery is not removable, as you guys can notice. One of the good things about this phone, as a shape and design, it's the weight is only 145 gram, which is something you're going to be surprised once you grab that phone. It doesn't weigh much. One of the main aspects for this phone, that's the phone, it's waterproof. This is a fully waterproof device with the IP57 certificates and up to 1 meter and 30 minutes under the water. Like 1 meter means 3 feet actually. And also you have 5-inch of display here, as you guys can see, and it's the display is IPS LCD with a QHD resolution for 540 x 960. But actually I just found that the quality of the screen, without even watching video or something like that, you guys can see from this side. Okay, you're gonna be able to see it. Once I start moving that screen, the screen is gonna start losing a lot of colors, as you guys can see, which, as you know what I mean, as a phone you shouldn't have that problem, especially when the company used the IPS technology. So actually I'm not satisfied with this display, but it's a 5-inch of display, so a lot of people, they're gonna like that. And also the price of the phone is not high, so you guys don't expect from this phone a lot. This phone actually has very decent battery with a 2300 milliamp power, which is give you like usage for the phone like for 9 hours. That is my experience about this device. So actually within an average, you know what I mean, like the average my usage on the phone, because I'm not gonna be able to use the phone all the time. So they give you with 58%, it's gonna be around like 22 hours between on the standby or if you are using your phone. And actually for the battery, you have something with this phone, it's called eco mode, which is actually, it lets you save a lot of power in case if you have any problem. So if you guys want to save some power in this device, just go ahead and turn on the eco mode, or actually the phone, once you pass 15% of the charge or below, it will turn on the eco mode automatically, which is let you save some power. As a battery, I don't have any problem with this phone, and I see 23,000 milliamp, 300 milliamp power. It's not bad for this budget phone. Also, no surprise that the all Metro PCS phones that coming up this year. It's 4G LTE, and the reason why we're trying to release 2 more phones this time, because MetroTech trying to add the new 700 bands to all the phones that they carry, because they will actually pick up better signal. And fortunately, this phone has the 4G LTE with the 700 band, also compatible with the other bands. So if you trying to buy a phone because this is going to be 4G LTE and you think that's going to be faster phone or something like that, yeah, Kyocera Hydro Wave is going to be one of your option according to this regard. One of the other good things including this phone, the software. Actually, the software, it's an Android Lollipop 5.1.1, which is, you guys purchase the phone out of the box, came with this operating system, so your phone actually up to the date. Also, it's gonna talk about the hardware of the device. Actually, one of the good things that the phone is 64-bit, which is good. Qualcomm Snapdragon 410, standard with any Metro PCS phone right now, for the mid-range phones actually. And also the processor is Cortex A53, and the processor for the image and graphics is going to be Adreno 306, which is very standard. And we have done the benchmark already. And also the phone has 1 gig of RAM and also has 8 gig of internal storage, so it's also, like you could say, it's a standard. And for this device, it's not that high like a hardware specification, but for that range of price, that will be very much acceptable. Let's gonna have a look on the benchmark test that I've done with the Geekbench. There we go. Let me just flap this phone over. The phone's still running that benchmark. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of time and see the result. And also, actually, I have downloaded Asphalt 8. I'm trying to just also like play that game, and at the same time I would like to test the speaker. The speaker in this phone, actually, it's very low actually. Here's the result. Very satisfactory results and very standard. 474, 1394 dual core, or like multiple core, I mean with single core 474. Okay, let me just go ahead and jump to the game, and you guys can like judge on the game while I'm playing it, and also you can change the test the speaker as well. Let's gonna get into it. Just make sure that I put and play the music on behind. The speaker is actually very bad quality. It's smaller speaker, and but the graphics overall it's acceptable, but the screen is very bad. So you guys can see even me when I'm trying to play, and when I move to the side, I lose a lot of colors and contrast, so I don't see too much, which is supposed to be better than that, but as a budget device, you guys are not gonna expect too much from this device. Actually, this just was a test here. There we go. Let me see how can I exit from this game. Actually, I have no idea how to exit from this game. There we go. Jump to the other side, which is another thing I want to just talk about that. Actually, while I'm trying, to play in the phone for a little bit. Sometimes when I switch the phone and get it back to work again, it takes so long to reboot the operating system. You know, it's more than usual. Like the other phones, it's going to be way faster. And sometimes they give you a message with no storage or no space, even that I haven't downloaded even one application. So, and sometimes you get a bunch of lags in this phone. But you know, I'm not sure if they're gonna like send like for like a notification for updates, fix some issues in this device. So I'm not quite sure about that, but this is what I found, and this is actually my experience about this phone. Also, let's gonna have a look on the camera actually, which is this phone built on 5 megapixel sensor here, and you get LED flash as well. And this is actually the back camera, and this is the button where you can switch to the front camera, and where you can capture video and photos. And also this, you have some of the settings where you can actually adjust the photo megapixel, the size, and you can do auto flash or self timer, touch shutter, and smart shutter, and stuff like that. And the videos actually is going to give you up to 1080p, which is the full HD, and also you can use the flash at the same time, which is very good features for that camera, especially for people that want to take pictures inside the swimming pool or the water. And also here's where you can have like general settings for it, which is exchange the camera, add location, and auto review, and volume keys, where you can use this one to zoom in and zoom out, which is you get up to 4 digital X zoom. We're gonna just do like photo samples and video, and you guys gonna see it in just a little bit. And also it's gonna have a look on the front facing camera, which is give you up to 720 PhD for the video, and which is actually 2 megapixel here, and where you can capture. And that's gonna have see some settings here. You have self timer. Actually, once you just push this one, it will give you like a self timer automatically, where you can take the best shot. And what else we got here? The settings where you can do the HD videos up to 720p, which is not bad. And also you have exchange camera auto, which is actually the same settings. There is not too much option for the camera in general, but it's very standard, as you guys can see. And also one of the things that I have noticed, that you can change the effect of the camera, so you can take pictures with different looks, shapes. You can make it like a cartoon or stuff like that, just for fun actually. Let's gonna see together some of the samples, videos, and stuff like that, in order to see how good is the camera. This is my test video for Kyocera Hydro Wave for Metro PCS on the 720p HD. That was my full review for the Kyocera Hydro Wave. If I haven't covered everything in my review, so please feel free to leave that comment in the section below and ask any question you would like to know, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. This was the Hydro Kyocera Wave for people that want to work outside, they want a durable and waterproof phone. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will catch you up in the next video.